In the quiet before the world awakens, a lone blinking light signals to an empty street. Children are still in bed, and most folks' morning coffee isn't even brewing yet. The tiny North Texas town of Archer City sits in silence, except at Mern's Cafe, where a group of guys gathers at the table of knowledge.
Well, one morning we'll talk about politics, and the next morning we'll talk about sports. You never know what's going to come out of their mouth next. You just always got to be ready for it.
Better than it was, anyway.
I'd come here every day, but some days I got to leave earlier than they open. But every day that I don't have to leave before 5:30, I'm normally here.
Kelvin Green may be the youngest person sitting at the table of knowledge, but he's no newcomer here. As a child, he and his granddad Max would stop by after feeding their cattle. But now, the years of morning meetings have prepared him for a different kind of council.
On behalf of myself and the rest of the council, we would like to welcome all of you to this council meeting on Thursday, September 18th, 2014.
Once a month, it's Kelvin who calls to order and presides over the Archer City Council meeting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Because at age 18, he's been sworn in as the youngest mayor in Texas history. It's a great looking little town, you know that?
Yeah, I think it is too. I'm proud of Archer City. It's come a long way, This is for a long time, but the annex over there, that's new.
This is where you meet?
Yes, sir. Third Thursday of every month at 7 o'clock. I used to ride around on my bike and chase the city trucks around. I'd talk to everybody and ask me 1,000 questions growing up, and one day somebody told me that they saw me being mayor, and it kind of went to my head, and I started thinking about it a little bit. And one day I told one of my buddies that, you know, I think I'm going to run for mayor, and he thought I'd done lost my mind until I put a sign in his front yard, and then he knew I was being for real.
Kelvin hadn't even graduated high school when he ran for mayor. And though he ran unopposed, he quickly gained the support of most folks in this town.
He loves Archer City. He loves the school. He loves the people, and he's no, it's just the way he is. I mean, he's, you know, a lot of kids ain't cut like him, but that makes him special.
He cares about what the people think and the direction that the people want the community to go. I feel like he's going to make our community a better place being the mayor.
Archer City couldn't be in better hands. He wanted it. He loves the place. What more can you ask for?
Archer City may be known for its oil and cattle industry, but it was a Hollywood film that really put it on the map. The Last Picture Show, starring Jeff Bridges and Sybil Shepherd, explored the adolescent desire to escape an isolated West Texas town. Most kids in Archer City still feel that way today, but the Honorable Mayor Green is not one of them.
I went to school in this building from 7th grade through 12th grade, and I went to kindergarten through 6th grade in the building right back to the south.
You've spent your whole life right here.
My whole life in this little block and a half.
And how old are you now?
18.
Let's take a look inside. And now you're the mayor of Archer City?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever see that coming?
In a way, yes. In a way, no. I mean, people always thought, you know, they told me as I was growing up that they saw me being the mayor one day. So I guess I kind of turned what they said into a reality. This town has a place in my heart because of the people and because of what it is, you know, and how they treat me. I was born in Wichita Falls, which is about 20 miles north of here, and then once I was released from the hospital, I was brought back to Archer City. There was a marquee in front of the courthouse square, and it said, "Welcome home, Kelvin Green." That's one cool thing about Archer City, 1,800 people, and everybody cares about everybody.
Just good West Texas folks.
Yes, sir.
In a good town.
In a good town, in a great town.
And it seems to us they've got a good mayor.
Well, I like to think they do. Hey, Miss Mooney.
Archer City may have embraced the little kid who chased after the city trucks on his bike back in the day, but it's not all fun and games for Kelvin anymore. He not only maintains a full-time job as an oil field tester, but it's Kelvin the town will look to for guidance during the challenging times ahead. Even though it's a small town, it's not without problems. You've had one heck of a drought here, a water problem.
Yes, sir, we have had a pretty big drought and are still in the middle of a drought, you know, but I've done several interviews with different news channels around town and around Wichita, and one thing that I like to tell them is there's nothing in the world that we can do to make it rain. You know, there's only one man that's going to fix our drought, and that's the good Lord upstairs.
It's a good day in Archer City. We showed up and there's rain.
I got off work early today and I went home and took a nap, and I woke up and heard the rain beating down on the tin roof. You know,
You thought you were dreaming.
I did.
Call it coincidence or happenstance or something else. As the rain falls gently over Archer City, it washes away a young leader's troubles. Each drop is a sign that this drought is only temporary and that other challenges facing this town will come and go. Mere tourists passing through the only place that Kelvin Green has ever called home. Why do you love this place so much?
Just because mainly that four-letter word that starts with an H and ends with an E, and that's home. And this place always will be. Like that deal being on the courthouse square, everybody in this town's been there for me since the day I came home from the hospital. They would all do anything in the world for me, and I'd do the same for them, you know. It's just it's a good fellowship, as my granddad likes to say. It's a good fellowship.